Not so sure about that white stripe. I'm gonna guess it's just a gap in the clouds. Or it's some really strange reflection coming up from town someplace. Because kind of the reddish hue over there, that's about where the sun should be working its way up. But like I said, if that's a gap in the clouds, it's going to show up there. So, catching up on videos this morning. Firehouse Custom Fabs shop. If you haven't checked Steve out yet, his channel did some pretty good growing since Thanksgiving. He was 200 then, and he says, oh, it's 250 now. Now it's 276 this morning. And I just watched 2 videos. He did a Secret Santa thing. Matt the Scrap Whisperer was in on that, and a few other people. He wanted me in on that, and I was like, man, I don't have the time to, the idea was to make a gift. But Steve's Secret Santa, you'll have to watch his video, because I'm not going to say it's some machining shop. The guy gave him a pretty nice 24-inch Vernier caliper. The guy says, I know, I was only supposed to spend $50 on stuff. Well, in essence, he really didn't. It was a set that he'd bought years ago, and it really helped his business. And his eyesight got to where he couldn't read the old style anymore. So he bought a new one with bigger letters, bigger numbers, so he could read it. And passed the old one on to Steve. So, and hey, that white spot's gone now, so it must have been a gap in the clouds. We got a 1/4 inch or better of rain overnight. And I didn't pick feed up yesterday, so I hope we don't have rain all freaking day today. Anyway, I'll go check him out. He put a couple videos up this morning. They're not real long. I mean, they're not shorts, but they're not real long. Don't take long to watch them. Oh, we'll see what the day brings. Well, look who just got here.
So I just woke up from a nap.
Just woke up from a nap?
So I had some waffle with Vivi. I had some pears with a banana.
No mango though, right?
No, God, no.
Yeah.
No mango.
And I saw a couple pictures. She was
with her boyfriend.
With her boyfriend, Ben.
You got boyfriend.
Ty
Yeah.
and Maury's neighbor who works for Maury, helping him out.
Yeah, you got boyfriend.
Yeah.
You got boyfriend. Good burp. That was a good burp.
And I'm watching the weather real close. My app says 0% chance of rain for the rest of the day.
Yeah, okay. It's dumping rain in Hillsboro and it's heading this way.
It just had a shower come through here, but it's been okay. And the fog's kind of, I don't know if we can see it from here, not spinning you around. It's kind of warm by the heater, by the way. Yeah, the fog's in the valleys up there. So generally that means it's maybe not going to do it. So, but I got to get feed today one way or the other, so I'm just going to hope to miss any showers and hope the truck runs. I'm going to try draining some water out of the filters before I leave. Change plans. Hey, my pickup with a trailer behind it. Yeah. Oh, gee, it's going to quit raining. Yeah, whatever. Probably got another 1/10 of an inch since I told y'all I was going to go to town with the truck. Tide said it rained pretty good. A couple places on our way out, so we can do it. It's only 2 tons. That's all they let you get at a time because he's trying to keep everybody else in the world happy too. No big deal to push them into this thing. Oh, and I was going to grab some straps to wrap around and just hold the 2 together. And as long as I don't got to anchor the brakes, there shouldn't be an issue, right? I should have some shorter straps. Maybe there's enough to do it. I'm not going to turn around and go back. So anyway, that's what I'm doing in the rain. Only a little bit of water right in there. River's right there where the trees are. Yep, over there. It's this ain't covered with any water because it isn't near that high yet. But straight ahead of me, and I've been meaning to show you the last couple of times I've been to town. Totally spaced it. Come back and like if it was just me, it wasn't a big deal. But I spaced it. That's a lake. That's where the guy had the corn he was combining. He finished it just before the water came out. Oh, there's a lot of room for a lot of water there yet. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. Some of you are flat out getting flooded at the moment. New York, Pennsylvania. And then you get snow. I'd rather have the snow on top of it than have it flood and then have it warm up and have the snow up in the hills all come down at once, because that's what makes those 100 and 500 year floods. They've been here. That one's still 3/4 full. Those two are empty. This one's damn near clear full. That one's clear full. One in the back barn is clear full now. It was empty. Just parked the skid steer and look at the dog's life. Taking advantage of all that nice straw.
Always does. He normally,
Yeah.
if I'm getting
Whiskey always loves the straw. There's times when he thinks he needs to be guarding things. He'll make a bed in the chaff in the big bale barn too.
he'll do it even in this part during calving season.
He's been out barking at coyotes lately, I think. Either that or the kitty cats, a couple kitty cats that are running around.
They didn't even mind last night when I was telling you when Aunt Mona was here. When I let them in, our gray kitty, she just looks around and do. They looked at her and didn't even.
Well, it's good because they're supposed to leave her alone. Kitty's in here actually getting some mice and
But she went over to bin number 7.
rats and whatever. And she's goofing off tomorrow.
No, not really.
Her and Maury are taking some equipment up to Madras, and maybe sounds like they're coming back with concrete blocks, or they're hauling some concrete blocks somewhere anyway. If it ain't raining tomorrow, I may take a few of those bales down and put them in the back of the spreader and make a pile here again. Because those 2-year-olds need it again. Cows and heifers are okay, but the 2-year-olds' bins, it's just freaking wet in there underneath.
And if anyone's been wondering on why I have not tied any more heifers, it's A, weather, and B, I've been on call for stupid shit like tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fair to me because we don't have a wall necessarily there for me to close and stuff like that, and they would get all the weather if I tied them. So that's why we've only tied 4 so far.
And, after tying the first group up, the weather got pretty nasty and we had the winds and it was...
Well, and it's still...
where they were all standing?
Yeah.
It was wet 3/4 of the way across there every morning. That's how nasty the weather was every night.
Well, and then we were getting ice and
it just wasn't worth it. Of course, in the meantime, they're all getting bigger. But...
Shut up.
But she's already tied the biggest ones.
All except for one.
Except one, and she's going to have to hope that one's nice.
Oh, she ain't going to have a choice. I'll hog tie her ass.
Anyway. And as you saw in the one bag, she had to cut the freaking rope on it to get it open. The other one she finally got. And I did remember to ask today when I was picking these up if the guy that's actually making the feed and selling it, because the seed plant I'm going to, it's just the
bottom one, no.
Yeah, he gets the screenings from them and he makes the feed, and then when he comes up to get a load of screenings, he brings a load of feed up because all the people up here that are feeding it, that he doesn't want them back. They said if we really want to get them out of the way, they'd sound like they just put them in the recycle.
Well, really being a seed plant, you use it anyway, depending on who your buyer is and stuff like that.
But a lot of times being a seed plant, the buyers may want it in their bags, which have their names on them.
It
depends.
Working at one for a short while.
Yeah, but we're gonna see if the other seed plant might want them. Of course, I spent almost a year trying to get a couple of bags out of them and never did.
And now we have so many of them.
That's the ironic thing. When we needed bags, didn't have them. Actually ended up
a shortage on bags. Top that off too.
Actually ended up with a couple of the feed delivery drivers having bags in their side boxes. Oh hell, you need one here. I'll pick another one up later. Of course, one of them was a little bag, 1,000-pounder instead of a 10 bag. But they're handy too. Once in a while.
I'll never forget when we first started having them, and we ended up cutting the top off one because the rats had gotten into it anyway, so we just used it as a fucking garbage can.
Yeah, we had one sitting here for quite a while that we did that.
A half-ass wood stand for it.
So one of those bags from today, we'll tie the hole shut, but I wouldn't trust it for feed, so we'll use it for garbage.
And the top one,
it works out all right.
At the seams on the sides, it was coming apart. I was getting drops of pellets.
That's what you were trying to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, quality. Job one. The guy that we're getting the feed from now, he was partnered up with another guy.
It was like this seam right here. On the other side, it was pulling apart right along here to this little piece.
But they use recycled bags, and a lot of the bags, I don't know if we have any of them left. They said split pea on the side of them, and they were from an outfit in Eastern Washington. And I loved those bags because they fit the damn pallets just perfect. They weren't overly tall because they fit the pallet perfect, and they were a lot bigger bottom hole than these are. I mean, they unloaded twice as fast easily as these do. But we also, issue with used bags once in a while. You get a loop to pull out, and we did drop one once. Loop went rip, bag went flip.
We almost did that last time we did bags because there was one that it was trying to rip.
Well, it shifted. It wasn't trying to rip. It shifted on the floor.
It was trying to come undone.
But, there's a lot of weight hanging on those, and they make them cheaper and cheaper. Because the loops on these, they're really pretty much the same material the bag is.
Well, and that's why I normally only have one arm underneath there to undo
loops on the older ones we've had are more of a nylon web and come down like 3/4 of the way down the side of the bag, so nothing moves. I'd rather
lose my arm than my entire body, so I normally use one hand.
But we are very careful when we're doing shit. I mean, if there's that's why I don't move. If I need to, if one corner rips, I can still raise the loader enough to give her a chance to get out of the way.
Well, and I'm like this.
And unfortunately, you got to reach underneath to open them.
Like I said, I would rather break my arm or lose it.
Yep. Anyway, that's enough chunk of video for now, I think, isn't it? Call this Feed Talk with...
On the edge of these two because this end's open.
Okay. Feed talk with Ed in the skid steer. Speaking of skid steers, Piper Doug was talking about his today. He's got a pretty nice skid steer, but he wants an enclosure. This machine, before I bought it, was a rental machine up at Mount Hood for clearing the parking lots at the ski resorts. That's why it's got holes back here. And that spot on the muffler, they got heat off the muffler, and a little fan and everything sat there to blow on the in here. It's got nubbins on the back, like for the old canopy door hold open deals, for one to snap on there. And then there's just bolt holes. I don't know what they had on the sides. And it had a front. And I didn't really blow it. The bottom had a piece of tin, came up to here. That way your door missed these when they were down. And it still has the door latch. Hinges make great places for storing spare linchpins in case you lose one, which yes, I have lost them on here. But it's kind of hard to... I had a hell of a time getting on and off with that thing because there's not room. And once I picked my foot up, it was hitting it. And when I put my hydraulics on here, well, that's right where my foot went. But I have seriously thought about trying to put a door on here. He can't find anything for his machine. And he's talking about making a frame out of 1-inch square tube to hold the Lexan or plexiglass, whatever he gets. A lot of the commercial ones anymore, all they are is a piece of 1/2-inch Lexan. They drill holes in it for the latch. They drill holes in it to bolt the hinge pieces on. Then they put a rubber edge around it so it seals. And yes, I thought about it, but like I said, I can't open it. It would be nice to have one that opened overhead like in the excavator, but you know, if I was going to do that, really, I'd have to take all this and shove it forward and make more room. So I ain't never had one, probably won't. I think that cat machine sitting below the shop's got the best chance of getting a full cab on it. I mean, it's more made for it. Can't end the video without her, can I? Oh, I can if she's already gone, but she's not gone yet. She's being a little fussy. She didn't want her sippy cup with milk in it. She was all right with a regular bink, but boy, she wanted her frozen binky. So now she's holding on to it and playing with it and working it over. And yeah, different jammies today. Can't wear the Christmas ones all the time.
Couple things.
So,
one, do you need
what's Blakely have to say?
Formula for this
Say
week?
thank you for watching.
Baby food because I've got plenty.
Okay, that sounded like a thank you to me. Better sound like one.
Formula. I'll send you home with one.
Hope you all had
Also,
a great Tuesday.
She wants to sit up a lot.
Hope all of you have a great hump day.
So I was going to see if I can find some baby.
And this is the last time we're going to have her. We'll see her at Christmas, but otherwise we won't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It went down there.
Of food just in case.
So, hey, you, where's your smile? Where's your smile?
Because she wants to sleep sitting up. That's
Where's your smile? There's the smile.
Do you want, she wants to make sure you want food because we have plenty. Do you want some food?
Blakely says, Merry Christmas, everybody. In case she doesn't see you before then.